So we got a tip that ice cream guy over there is apparently selling marijuana at the ice cream truck. So we'll go do a vehicle check and see if he's selling more than ice cream.
But officers say right over there in the parking lot was a woman parents are supposed to trust with syringes and cocaine.
And maybe something a wee bit stronger. Cocaine. Aye.
A convicted felon given a second chance opportunity as an ice cream vendor was charged today with dealing cocaine.
Leavenworth police officers arrested 2 people late last night for running a side business out of an ice cream van, and it wasn't more frozen treats.
Investigators believe the truck was being used as a front. The seized drugs have an estimated street value between $2,000 and $4,000.
Ice cream shops. They are perfect for family outings, and they are also perfect for a first date. You could take the kiddos to the ice cream shop, get them a frozen treat. Take your first date to the ice cream shop. It's the perfect place to see if she a certified freak or not. Girl, you better stop licking on that ice cream cone like that. You gonna make me take you back to the studio apartment and do some things to you. But what a lot of people don't know about ice cream shops, a lot of ice cream shops are owned by drug dealers, successful drug dealers. Drug dealers who was dusty as hell getting off dime bags at a street level, who would usually save up their coins in hopes to graduate to the next level of drug dealing. And what was that next level? Buying a goddamn ice cream truck. Look at Big Worm on Friday. Ice cream truck. Master P said he was the ice cream man, and we all know your boy Franklin Saint had that ice cream truck getting them things off. It's the perfect scheme. The cops thinking you serving the kids push-up pops and chili Fritos, but in all actuality, you selling crack to their uncles. One side of the truck got strawberry shortcakes and the other side got meth cakes. If you ever see a child paying for a chocolate eclair with a $50 bill and he don't get no change back, well, that innocent child just played the middleman to a heinous crime. Why you think Big Worm ain't give that little boy his money back? Because Big Worm fronted that kid's mama a dime bag last week. But anyways, after a while, the ice cream truck becomes so prominent in the community as a brand in the business that the drug dealer says, you know what, I might as well open up an ice cream shop. And this is usually the backstory for all ice cream shops. Baskin and Robbins, Cold Stone Creamery, and most importantly, Putz Creamy Whip. You see, when I heard that Putz Creamy Whip got robbed, it instantly sparked my interest. Like, damn, who would rob an ice cream shop? It ain't nothing but family outings, first dates, and good vibes going on in those type of places. Who would rob an ice cream shop? So I conducted an investigation to get the backstory of this heinous crime. And now I'll be damned, you will not believe what I discovered. And all of this is alleged, by the way. Apparently, Putz Creamy Whip is owned by one of the biggest cocaine dealers in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'ma keep him anonymous for my own safety. We just gonna call him Gator. Because the writers of the movie, the other guys, they base Gator's character off this man's persona. And if you know anything about Gator, then you know Gator don't play that. So I'ma keep this man's identity anonymous. You see, back in 1992, Gator was a street level drug dealer. And he had a partner in crime named Jeffrey Parker. And they was in the trenches with it. They was sleeping on the floor in the trap house, top ramen noodles for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, watching YouTube tutorials on how to cook crack. You know they was staying down until they came up. They had a plan. They was gonna stack their coins, and then eventually they was gonna buy an ice cream truck so they can move them things without suspicion from the police. So Gator and Jeffrey Parker, they both had girlfriends, Isabella and Lisa. And Isabella and Lisa just so happened to be first cousins. So you know they would double date, go to Pizza Hut in the movies, just hanging out, having a good time. So one Sunday night, Jeffrey Parker, who happens to be a huge Cleveland Cavaliers fan, him and his uncle traveled from Cincinnati to Cleveland to watch the Cleveland Cavaliers get their ass whooped by the Detroit Pistons. So after the game, Jeffrey Parker and his uncle was headed back to his pickup truck. And guess what Jeffrey seen across the street? Jeffrey seen Isabella, Gator's girlfriend, in a very skimpy dress, leaning in the Cadillac negotiating a $40 holler. So Jeffrey ran over there to confront her trifling ass. Isabella, what the hell are you doing over here? Does Gator know about this? Does Gator know that you're in Cleveland right now selling that? The dude in the Cadillac sped off driving. He thought Jeffrey was the police. Jeffrey, he just continued to confront Isabella. Does Gator know you're doing this? Does Gator know that you're a girlfriend in Cincinnati, but in Cleveland, you're a prostitute? $40 hollers. Really, Isabella? Really? Oh, Jeffrey, please don't tell Gator. I love that man. But he's a broke street level drug dealer right now. He can't do too much for me financially, so I gotta sell a little for the time being. I don't really see the big deal. Jeffrey responded, so you meaning to tell me this is your only option? You know Wendy's is hiring. You could have got a job at Wendy's. And Gator ain't broke. We both are saving our cocaine profits to buy an ice cream truck. An ice cream truck? Yes, an ice cream truck. That way we can graduate from street level drug dealing. We gonna be able to move them things more sufficiently, and we gonna make a little money on the side selling ice cream to the kids. Oh my God, Jeffrey, I had no idea Gator was doing it like that. I ain't know my man had a vision. I just thought he was gonna be a corner boy all his goddamn life. But my baby got ambition. I'm done selling I'm going back to Cincinnati to be with my man. Jeffrey done looked Isabella dead in her eyes, and he told her, hey, you know I gotta let Gator know about this, right? Nah, better yet, you tell Gator. I'ma give you 24 hours to let Gator know about your shenanigans, and if you don't tell him in the next 24 hours, I'ma tell him. So when Isabella got back to Cincinnati, she headed straight to the trap house to have the conversation with Gator. But it wasn't going to be what Jeffrey wanted her to talk to Gator about. She had her own plan. She decided to use the information that Jeffrey gave her about the ice cream truck to her advantage and make up a lie. Babe, we need to talk. I was at Denny's with my mom. Jeffrey was sitting in the booth right behind us with two other men I never seen before. They were talking about as soon as you and him get some ice cream truck, he was gonna unalive you. That way he can keep all the profit from the ice cream and cocaine, and he don't gotta split nothing with you. Now Gator never told Isabella about no ice cream truck, so that made the lie super believable. Isabella told Gator that he had to set Jeffrey up before Jeffrey set him up. So they thought of a plan. As soon as the ice cream truck gets purchased, they were going to leave an anonymous tip about cocaine dealing to the Cincinnati police. And they was gonna put Jeffrey's name all over it. So after Isabella got done lying her ass off to Gator about Jeffrey, she called Jeffrey and she let him know that she talked to Gator and she confessed to Gator about selling in Cleveland behind his back. And she also told him that he forgave her and they gonna work everything out. Jeffrey took that as the truth and left the situation alone. I'll be damned, Isabella is lying to every goddamn body and getting away with it. So a week goes by and Jeffrey and Gator, they finally have the money to buy the ice cream truck. And later on that night, Isabella and Gator, they make the phone call, 911.
Hello.
Yes, I would like to remain anonymous, but there's this evil man out here running the streets of Cincinnati, selling cocaine to the community and tearing families apart. This man pistol whipped my auntie the other day, all because she was $2 short when she was trying to get a half a gram. And that was the final straw for me. You don't put your hands on my family, I want this man locked up. And his name is Jeffrey Parker. She gave the police this man's height, his weight, his eye color, his hair color, and every single color scheme of Jordans that he owned. And also the address of the trap house that him and Gator be sleeping on the floor at. And then Isabella told Gator that he would be staying the night at her house because they probably gonna be raiding the trap in the morning. The morning came, and Jeffrey, he woke up confused as hell. Gator was gone, the ice cream truck was gone, but you know who was outside? The goddamn Cincinnati SWAT team. They bust that trap wide open. They put Jeffrey in handcuffs. They raided the house. They found 2 bricks of cocaine, 10 pounds of marijuana, 9 pistols, 2 AK-47s, 12 boxes of baking soda, 2 Pyrex pipes, and a stack of fat, big booty ebony XXX tapes. The captain of the SWAT team kept them tapes for himself. So anyways, they locked Jeffrey up and they charged him with drug possession with intent to distribute and being in possession of illegal firearms. And they also charged him for that fake story that Isabella made up about him pistol whipping her auntie. Gator left Jeffrey high and dry. No payments to the lawyer, no nothing. Jeffrey ended up getting 22 years in prison. And Gator and Isabella, they took that ice cream truck and they ran it up. They became a power couple thanks to ice cream and cocaine. The ice cream truck became so prominent in the city of Cincinnati that they decided to open up an ice cream shop. And they named the ice cream shop Putz Creamy Whip. So while all this going on, Jeffrey is sitting in prison mad as hell. He felt betrayed by Gator and he didn't know why. Why did this man Gator betray me? I need answers. He spent the majority of his prison bid keeping tabs on Gator so that way when he get out, he can get his get back. That man was supposed to be the co-owner of Putz Creamy Whip. But instead he an inmate, a loser, a failure. Somebody is going to pay for this. So when he got out of prison, that man wasted no time. He headed straight to the ice cream shop with vengeance on his mind and malice in his heart.
Man accused of robbing an ice cream stand is now facing charges. Court documents say Jeffrey Parker went to the Putz's Creamy Whip stand yesterday and implied to employees that he had a gun while demanding cash from the drawers. A worker put a drawer counter, and police say that Parker took out $500 cash. Police later tracked him down at an apartment basement where they found him still in possession of more than $350 of that stolen money. Parker is expected in court tomorrow to face charges of aggravated robbery, breaking and entering, and possessing drug paraphernalia.
And as you can see, Jeffrey Parker was not successful in his get back. As a matter of fact, if you read into the details of the crime, the whole thing made Jeffrey look like a junkie. Cincinnati man is accused of going to Pud's Creamy Whip in Westwood and fleeing with $500 in stolen cash instead of a sundae. One of Pud's employees placed a cash drawer on the counter. Parker reached in and took $500 and ran off. Cincinnati police tracked Parker down later that day to the basement of an apartment building and took him into custody. Officers found him with most of the stolen money, $350. Damn, Jeffrey, I bet Gator and Isabella laughing their asses off about you. That was your get back, Jeffrey? I'ma take $500 out of the cash register? You was better off just trying to get a job up there. I'm more than sure they would've hired you. You're an old friend. Free my dog, Jeffrey Parker.